Greetings and welcome to part 2. If you missed part 1, feel free to go back, check it out. We'll see you back here when you're done. Where was I? Oh yeah, gaming. Yes indeed. Talking about all that, we can go back almost about 20 years. And at that point, even then I was already done playing games. I'd already felt like I'd mastered them and the whole bit, and so I wanted to look into what it takes to build them and all that, and what it takes to make one. Take a peek. And so I did that. I started learning just at home, just because I wanted to. I had the curiosity and fascinated with computers and technology, and I seemed to have a little knack with it, so started tinkering with it with an AutoCAD type of a creator builder. It's usually for drafting, which I'm into anyway, on a side note. So it was pretty cool to learn that anyway. Computer-aided drafting, doing that stuff is good either way. But this one's geared towards, building a game. So I started out just learning how to build maps, and that's where my name actually comes from in the email, if you just ever wanted a curiosity right there. Fun fact. But at any rate, learning all this with the source dedicated kits and all these different things and developers kits they give you, and cool, happy little tools, you start building away. And one of the clips in here, you'll see, start to finish a little tiny box room, and just doing that takes a little bit of something to do, and you got to work this program with that program, and we don't need to go into all that. Is what it is. So you start learning about that, and you start learning how to develop a game or make the rules, and that's kind of neat. And I wanted to make a game for kids, or something a little bit more appropriate, because nowadays, anyway. And so started messing around with that, just to learn. And then the AI was thrown in at me, and which is crazy, which that learns on itself in quantum levels, which is insane. And that's probably a whole nother story for another day, what I learned about AI. And what's coming there does not look good. At any rate, you end up posting these creations, these maps, this content you make on server sites where it can be used and things like that. You put a couple up, and then you get a few messages, but then all of a sudden you're spammed by emails. People wanting this, messaging all kinds of weird different things, and offering all kinds of different stuff, and it was very odd and uncomfortable, and it turned me away, because this wasn't, for me, it wasn't about that, and that seemed kind of weird, so that really turned me off, and seemed just bad. Moving forward, looking at that, this is doing all this and looking deep inside it and seeing how it works, how they target kids with these, all the evil that can come from this, is what ultimately, one of the things that made me want to quit all this and move to do something different, which is what I'm doing now. Something different. I'm not doing that anymore, right? And so we've got to look at that and spread the word, because if you want somebody to get away from that stuff, best way to do it is to have them look deep inside it. Look at what what makes these things tick, how they work, what really goes on behind the scenes in this stuff. And will turn ahead if you start really looking. So that's my suggestion. If they are stuck, you point them in the direction. Well, then if that's your life, then make it your life and go build games for a living. That wasn't my idea. I didn't want to go build games or nothing like that for a living. I already had a job. So that's all fun and dandy. So I made little creations, these fun little places. This foosball place is pretty neat. Had a lot of fun doing it, and there's a few other places I've made interesting things. But you probably only see one or two of those. I tried taking out as much violence out of this one as I could, as I realized the first one is a little brutal for people who are not used to that, and I'm sorry if that offended anybody. But I'm sure it's fine, you know. They know I didn't do it to hurt anybody, so I got another one of these coming. Part 3, the little ending to it. It'll be on a much happier note. Not that this one's bad, but it'll be the little happy ending to this little journey we had here. So anybody who wants to reach me, remember I build maps at Yahoo or Gmail. And don't forget, look up and say thank you. He loves you. Have a great day.